What's up people, it's me again. Welcome back to my YouTube channel because now we're going back to the old wardrobe. So we're now reviewing the 800D or Rebel T7i, which feels like it has a toy feel to it, no lies, and it has a flip screen for the vloggers around. It has a flip screen that goes 270 degrees. It's a good flip screen with a come and dial up on top with almost all the modes of settings. We have manual, AV, TV, P, full automatic, then there's no flash. Yes, portrait mode and everything else. So it's quite handy. So you can see we have on the back part we have menu, info, and all the modes like to help you move around the settings and everything, ISO and everything. And now they have introduced the Wi-Fi, like you're able to transfer your photos directly from your phone from your camera to your phone, or even if you want to move them to a laptop wirelessly, you have this small button over here. So with this camera I had to get a few accessories with it. Yes, this battery grip. This holds 2 batteries for it. The brand is Vivita. Vivita. It holds 2 battery packs, as you can see. Yep, and you lock it, then you mount it on the bottom of the camera so that you end up getting better battery life out of it. This, when if I charge it fully, it ends up taking me close to, if recording video, it will take me 4 to 6 hours. If doing photos, a whole day. So I really enjoyed once I was able now to maximize on this camera once I got the battery grip. So the camera comes with a kit lens which is 18 to 55, which for me it wasn't that interesting having the 18 to 55. I felt like it was more of a limitation, though I have it still, but I prefer the 18 to 135 mm. It's still a kit lens, but it gives you a variety of range to play with stuff. You can still get good bokeh with this. Other than the 18 to 55, you can still get good bokeh with this, and which comes at a price when you're getting it with this. So without the lenses and everything, this camera weighs comes at around 480 grams. That's without the lenses and the battery grip. So when you add this and the lenses, it goes to close to around double, which is around 800 grams there, which is quite heavy and a bit not heavy. If you're a gimbal user, it will be super fine for you, especially when you have the extra battery grip. It will be sufficient and you'll be able to shoot at its best. Jesus Christ. On the other side, we have these other ports. We have a micro mic port, rubber cover part for those slots of micro HDMI, and also the mini USB. So those are the ports that it comes with. We have micro HDMI, micro USB, and mic. You have no port to monitor your sound using headphones or earpieces, so that's a turn off a bit, but at the end of the day, it will deliver if you want to deliver. And then on top we have the flash. Why is it not popping up? Yep, there we go. So we have this flash, which basically people of flash photography, I'll advise this still drains the battery life of your batteries. So don't as such use it as much, because if you use the flash, basically if you're doing photos, you get 4 hours of using one battery, you get 4 hours of shooting. When you use the flash, you get half of that basically, which will end up if you're not prepared with batteries, it will mess you up a little bit. It has a very small sensor. It's a crop sensor, of which most of the time it will come at a disadvantage, because most of the lenses you'll have to use, you'll have to have a mathematical view of the viewfinder and everything, and the crop factor, which is I think 1.6. So when you're doing your mathematics, it's basically an 18, you multiply it by 1.6, it comes to around 20 something, right? 27, or I think 27. So the lens basically changes to a 27, which will be like a more crop factor. Not unless you want to go for a super wide lens to achieve that crop factor does not like have a mess to your work or something. So basically when you're using it with the lenses like 50, a 50 becomes an 85, an 85 becomes 100 and something. Yeah, so you always multiply your lenses millimeter to the crop factor. The disadvantage is that it doesn't record in 4K. Sorry for that heartbreaking moment. It doesn't record in 4K. So it does full HD in 24, 30 and up to 60. So you can play a little bit with slow-mos and everything. And then it's called the shutter goes up to 1/4000, which is quite fast. If you want to capture like super moving cars, you can still do it with this camera. So for all the beginners out there, I'd really advise, if you want to go for this camera, go for it. It will definitely deliver. And having a 24.2 megapixel sensor, it's quite a thing. I don't think 24.2, it's still a lot. It's still a lot if you're doing beginners. There are people most phones have 18 megapixel and everything. So 24, it's a really good upgrade to your quality. If you're a person going for quality, it's a really good upgrade.